Yo, what is up, guys? Today, as you can see by the title, I will be kind of showing around how this blocker works and explaining it a bit because, yeah, easy. So, it's a great sword quest. The super class is great sword, base class warrior, chaotic, and yeah, so it's really simple. So yeah, basically, when you get great sword, it really depends. You can get your grips before you do it, or you can just you can either go straight to any boss and do the quest, or you can get your grips beforehand. First, if you're gonna solo it, you might as well go to any boss first, because with him you can get them later. So then you have to basically talk to any boss first. He gives you the quest to kill 2 people with high orderly, which is around 20 orderly. Max Tespian's 3-ish, 4-ish quests. Enough to be Sigilite, basically. And then you'll get a skull for each kill. You need 2 skulls. Then you go back. You have to bring a torch, and he will light your torch purple. You basically get your torch. And you can relight your torch, but your torch has to be purple. If it runs out, you have to go back to him and relight it. And yeah, you can use it in a fireplace, but once the purple runs out, you're gonna have to go back. It took me 3 attempts. The first attempt, I literally died to howlers right when I exited. The second attempt, I fell on Ore's Fall, and that snuffed out my torch. But then the third time, I finally did it. So you have to go to the Church of Ardor, right where the super class Necromancer trainer is. And also, it's kind of interesting how the great sword trainers right around here. They hide in a little secret area in the Loshroom Cavern. So then, yeah, when you get to the torch quest, you have to go from any boss all the way to that, and then you'll get that knowledge thing. It makes sparring, and then when you light that. And then he's gonna say, "Come forth, my child." And that's when you yeet yourself into the abyss, like I am gonna do. Now, it makes some loud noises, but that's okay. So then you commit yeet. And then you get here. The noises are scary. So you can get your abyss walker ability. And then I'm pretty sure your first ability is your attack changes in style. Like you can see, I got that, I got this. And that's the main part of the Abyss Walker, is how you get the change of combat, so you don't have to do 2 punches. And then of course the unblockable MB2. The sword is 200, and the armor is 750. I'm gonna get away from here. He'll use gate to get out, and I think it randomly teleports you anywhere in the desert, which is interesting. Yep, anywhere in the desert. I think it's 1, 2, or 3. Hi, buddy. I'm not talking to him today. I don't want pocket sand. So yeah, basically you'd go over there. It is the cheapest ultra class because of how you only have to use grips instead of cash. So after you get that, you just get your grips, because then you can buy the sword and the armor. So it's much easier to get your grips. And when you do that, you get good stuff. So yeah, you got so there's only really 3 things you get for combat. You get one of the 4 abilities is just that you're able to go into that void, and you're allowed to survive in there, and the All Dark. So the 3 things you get is, you get the armor and the sword, but you get this combo. Usually you just use the first move, unless if you really can move fast. Then you get Wraithful Leap, which does a jump, and that's your only move that can really go through shields. And Abyssal Scream will put a curse stack on everyone, but it'll also put a curse stack on you. sell this alcohol for half this. Actually, yeah, you don't really get anything. Ooh, gate. Ah, scroll, nice. So yeah, that's a really... So he's in a good place. He's like a castle sanctuary or something. So yeah, basically that's kind of Abyss Walker. It's really a blunt hitter, and it's a heavy hitter. I feel like this class is used a lot, either because it's cheap or because it's just stupid easy to use. Anyone can really use Abyss Walker, to be honest. There's not much I can really say. You shouldn't use Shoulder Bash. I mean, the only thing that you really get from Great Sword, I would say that you retain, is that the stun. The stun's really the only thing, and maybe using the Great Sword. But I say no, because you can get the other Great Sword from any boss. So I say that. I guess it does. Like, if you use Shoulder Bash, you're kind of mental, no offense, because it does so, it's like your least damage dealing move for a freaking Great Sword, and it just doesn't really do much. Abyssal Scream is like, you do more damage, but you receive more damage. So yeah, I really only use I mean, you might as well use Abyssal Scream, because it basically just makes it so that you basically kind of you both take more damage. So yeah. Yeah. And yeah. And the only really dumb thing is that Dragon Sage will just destroy you because their shield is just like a GG. So that's going to be it for this video. Please like and subscribe, and helps as always. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video.